Rouse that. Well, as you may or may not know, when you start the game, one of your engines has broke loose and is sitting over on that would be the eastern side of the ship, over here where I'm standing. If that piece of engine that's sitting out there all by itself has a source block of pyrethrum in it, and it's spilling out and setting things on fire. Well, what we usually do for our water generation is I build a bucket, and I go and I grab that source blocks of pyrethrum and use it over here. And the reason I do that is because, as we mentioned in episode 1, there's 3 levels of heat generation capabilities. There's a torch, there's lava, and there's pyrethrum. Torches are about 20% of the speed of pyrethrum. Lava is about, I believe it's about 60% of the speed of pyrethrum. Well, I accidentally fell into the pyrethrum trying to gather it. And when you fall into pyrethrum and you die, and it creates a tombstone, it displaces the source blocks of pyrethrum and it goes away. And so we lost the pyrethrum. And so we were using lava. And lava's slower. And we were both dying of thirst. I actually did die of thirst. Luckily, I had my sink shell available at the time. And so what I had to do was I had to create a second crucible for the second hopper next to the first hopper, and allow 2 crucibles to melt leaves simultaneously, so we doubled our water generation, and it seems to be working pretty good now. True story. I've got our farm kind of back up. Yep. Pneumatic raft, yeah. Yes. And it's nighttime. All right, this, and I'm not sure if this is actually a bug or not, but I did see on a video somebody do this, and I thought I'd try it. What we have, your traditional cobblestone generator, you'll have a lava block flowing into flowing water in a line, and they'll meet somewhere in the middle, and they'll create a piece of cobblestone. You break that cobblestone, it'll show back up. Well, it turns out, I'll come down here a little bit, if you set up a piece of cobblestone with a water block and a lava block, and then put a transfer node on top of it, that transfer node will start to suck up cobblestone and leave the cobblestone piece that it's sitting on intact. And then you just pipe that through a transfer pipe up to a better barrel, and it will eventually fill up, and you just go about your business. Again, I don't know if that was intended to be that way, but it does work, and I use it, and I don't care because it's convenient. That crucible was me going to extend our water creation, and that I didn't do it. Nothing at the moment. And just so you know, everything that we've built here that we need, from the basic furnace back here in the back, to our survivalist generator, to our water generation, all the way to our cobblestone generator. When you get to that point of making a cobblestone generator, you have sifted and used approximately 125 of those little stone pieces. So that tells you how much you need just for the very basics. So not having a cobble. That's pretty close. It's pretty close. Do you need food? I just sent you some spider eye soup. I just handed you some spider eye soup. Well, originally you didn't miss it. It was on the video that we lost. And the majority of the quests you can manually submit, or it will automatically detect when you craft an item, and it will acknowledge it inside the quest book. But there are a handful of quests that actually require you to submit the material through that QDS. The fluids you have to do through a fluid transposer. The items you have to do through a hopper. You actually have to attach a hopper directly into the QDS system. And you don't have to use pipes or anything, and you can do it to any side, but that hopper does have to connect and put those items into the QDS system in order for you to get credit. Having it in your inventory is not enough, and there's only a handful, but just keep that in mind. and it's actually any block within the 3x3x3 blocks surrounded. If you look over here near our Tinker's Construct, you'll see how I have the chest, and then I have the crafting table up one and back one at an angle. It still acknowledges that chest that's sitting there. Hey, Coop, guess what I have? I have an autonomous activator. I finished which one was it? The Tools of the Trade quest. No, the next one, the Firing It Up. Yeah, that's what it is. It acknowledged the fact that I had already made the crucible, the pot, and the slab furnace automatic. It remembered that I did that already, even though it wasn't even in my inventory anymore. So keep that in mind that some of the crafting quests, if you do before they show up, just like we did, it will acknowledge it once you get to it. Get the ingot cast and the iron dust, if you would please. Oh, okay. Because eventually we will need to. Or sometimes we want to have the same thing, like the ingot cast. Later we'll have a smeltery and a high oven, and I set up automated ingot casting in both of those, so it's handy to have two. Of course you could. And right clicking it with the wrench changes, as you can see. Hey, Coop, guess what I have? I have a bed. Yay! We should probably take advantage of our beds and go to sleep. Because it's nighttime and I want to plant my apple sapling. And I can't do that when there's scary, deadly things outside. I am killing spiders right now. Luckily, I had my handy rifle on me, and I didn't die. You can actually put just about any food item into a barrel to compost. So if you have an abundance of carrots or rice or whatever, you can't use seeds, but you can use the actual grown plant. Saplings, zombie flesh. You can actually use the worms that you get from crooking leaves. All of that stuff can be added to your compost pile to make dirt. And we now have the hoppers needed because they were part of a quest reward. Nope, just have fun, guys.